Hey, what's up DIYers? Mike Bors with the Mike Bors channel. Thank you for watching. We are going to install a dual retractable clothesline inside. I don't know why I'm so excited about this, but I am. Let's get started. All right, DIYers at the porch now, and we're getting new windows. You can see a shattered one there, unfortunately. And we've got rails. Our new windows will actually allow us to get rid of these rails, which are great. However, you can see the rails are coming in handy right now. Once we get out of the pool, we can actually hang the towels and suits on the rails. However, when those rails are gone, we got nothing to hang the towels and suits on, so we need to install a retractable clothesline. Let's go and open it. Here it is. What we'll do is remove it from the packaging. Here it is out of the packaging, and let's go ahead and continue opening it up. Pretty neat. Everything's out of the box. We've got our installation and operation manual. Let's go ahead and read this and become familiar with it while we drink our morning coffee. All right, DIYers, we finished our morning coffee, became familiar with the instructions. The next thing is very important, the placement of the actual box and the placement of the hooks that extend to the opposite side. What we're going to do is install our box up against this exit door right here, and then we're going to run the lines and secure the opposite side plates above each window and centered in the middle of that section of each window. Back to the instructions. Again, just spend a couple minutes and become familiar with them. What we'll do first is install the plates for the large box. And you'll notice it comes with a bunch of drywall anchors and screws. Let's head back to the wall. Back to the wall, we will mount it on, and I measured from the corner all the way to the opposite end, and then it is 40 inches. So I pinpointed the center point, which is 20 inches, and I made my mark. Coming up top, what I'll do next is reference that point I marked, and I want to center the plate as best I can. And what I'll do is make my markings in the holes provided. Making progress. As I shifted this plate in place and made my markings, I used a level on top to verify it was level, as shown here. Now it's time to drill. When it comes time to drill, I recommend taking a look at the expansion drywall anchor, and we're using a 3/16 to start. It's a lot smaller than this drywall anchor, but I want to start small and work my way up. The last thing you want to do is drill a big hole that this just slides in and out of. That would not be good. Back up top, and prior to drilling, do your absolute best to pinpoint the tip of the drill bit to the exact dead center point of your marking, and do not rush it. Just carefully drill into the drywall. And we will continue doing this for the remaining markings. Quick update on the drill bit size. We actually had to step it up to a 15/64, and from here, if it does not push in conveniently, carefully tap it with a hammer. Do not hit it too hard to a point where you crack or damage the surrounding drywall. Again, just be careful. First drywall anchor is secured, and I do want to point out on the side you see these little T2 on each side, and as you tap that in place with the hammer, it will grab a hold of the drywall and make those little slots there, and that is secured. The remaining 4 holes have been drilled. Now it's time to insert and secure those anchors. When shifting the plate up and securing it with the screws, just verify you are positioning the plate properly on the back edge. It has that slotted surface. And again, here is a view of it. And you'll notice right here that cutout with the indent is to be facing down, and align it properly and secure it with all of these screws. And again, at this point, all I'm doing now is securing these screws. Grab your level as you do this to verify the plate is perfectly level when all screws are secured. Do not over tighten those screws. And as you secure this plate to the wall with the screws, you will notice you have a little bit of shift room, and these holes are ovals. And again, just make sure it is level. Making progress. The plate is secured, and again, just make sure it is level. Let's go grab the actual part that rests on this plate. With the box in hand, make sure you position it properly. On the bottom are your locking knobs, and on the inner portion, you have several clips. 3 on the bottom, 3 on top. What I recommend first is coming in from the bottom, and you'll go up a little bit until it catches, and it should go flush with the wall on both sides. And from here, just carefully shift it down and secure it to that plate. Just like that. And here comes the level. Let's give it a test. And not bad. It is unlocked. Pretty neat. And that locks it in place. You can't pull it out. Exciting. Now to the opposite side of the room to secure the opposite plates. Down off the ladder, there's another view of it. And to the opposite side of the room, again, I want the opposite side plates on the center portion above our 80-inch sliding glass doors. Back up on the ladder, what I want to do is measure from the ceiling down to the center portion of our clothesline, and it's about 4 inches. I might want to do that on the opposite side, just so it's level. Back down off the ladder, what I did next was extended the clotheslines to the opposite side just to verify it clears my ceiling light. All looks good. Let's continue. To the opposite side, and again, just verify it is level prior to making your markings, and let's go ahead and drill our 4 holes. Same as the opposite side, make sure the drill point tip is perfectly centered on your marking, and just carefully and slowly drill your holes. 4 holes are drilled. Go ahead and insert your drywall anchor, secure the plate with the screws. I won't bore you with that. After securing that plate, grab your plastic cover, align it properly, come up from the bottom, and snap it into place very carefully. It is plastic. Do not break it. Just like that. Down off the ladder, what I did next, grab the tape measure, measured from the ceiling to the top portion of that mount, and it is 2 1/4 inches. I want the exact same measurement for the left side. And we're positioning them further up toward the ceiling because we're having blinds installed, and blinds are gonna come up 2 to 3 inches from this point here. So we wanted to position those properly. Holes are drilled, drywall anchors, plate, and screws to secure that plate and insert and secure that cover plate. There it is, DIYers. Can you believe it? That was a lot friendlier of a project than I thought. And let's go and pull those out, extend them all the way, and hook them in place and hang the towel. Show you what it looks like. What we'll do is grab the R1, extend it all the way over, and rest it in place in that little slot there. Push down until it is solidly secure in that brace or mount, and check that out. Come over to the other side and lock it. Let's go and do the second one. Second one is secured, and I want to show you. See how that clears the light ever so slightly? How awesome. And once you put a little bit of weight on the line itself, it will come down even more. We'll lock that one in place and hang some towels and suits. Back to the workstation, and in our case, we have 1 additional or leftover drywall anchor and screw. That's normal. All right, DIYers, at this point, we have loaded up both clotheslines with towels, swimsuits, and you see a few life vests there. And pretty neat. And again, those locks up top lock these lines in place so they do not droop or fall. In the event that you extend both clotheslines over and lock them in place on those mounts and forget to go back and lock the opposite end, once you start putting weight on these lines with the swimsuits and towels, it is going to droop way down. So take that into consideration. That is what the lock is for. And what we are going to do next, we are going to install this little clothesline inside our bathroom above our tub, and that is mainly for swimsuits and life vests that are still soaking wet and dripping water. We don't want much water dripping on our floor out here. This is mainly for more dry items that do not drip water, such as towels or semi-dry swimsuits. And we are going to post a link down below in the comments section as well as the description section on how to install one of those. If you've noticed this shattered window during the project, that is what we call spontaneous glass breakage, or in other words, glass breaking out of nowhere. And in the event that you're curious or interested, we will also post a link down below in the comment section as well as description section on what can actually cause that. From here, we are going to install that and show you what it looks like. Coming into the bathroom, and I want to show you our clothesline here. Check that out. Again, water soaked life vests. Leak nowhere but inside the tub and down the drain. Pretty neat. You might like it. There's what the securing mount looks like on the opposite side. We picked, again, the brushed nickel finish to match our shower head. Again, hopefully this helps. Hey, do us a favor, below the video, you will see that thumbs up icon. Click on that, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Definitely ring your YouTube bell. That would be very helpful to us. We'd really appreciate it.